Hello, Soul Family. Thank you for joining us for this live event. Our today's topic will be transmuting negative energies into positive ones, or transmuting them into desirable energies at least. We will do a group meditation a bit later on, maybe in 20 minutes or so, when we will go through the process and take some nasty energies that we have picked up during our day, or we've been carrying with ourselves for quite some time, and work with those, transmute them, transform them, release them, recreate them into something more positive. And also in different parts of it, you can use that after you have anchored that energy and like realized and work with it within yourself on like how does it work to transform within yourself the negative energies. Then you can expand that and share it with others as well. So that would be the main point for today. But of course, when we go into the meditation, you can never know what will happen. But this is my intention for today's meditation. And of course, depending on like how much are we going to extend the healing rays, the transformational rays, and this, it doesn't really matter. You can always use it with someone else too. After you have anchored those transformational energies within yourself, you can always share it with others, project it towards others, and most of the time they will receive it and they will also use it within themselves. There's very little occasions when people don't receive these transformational energies. Some of the cases could be that they're like, I wouldn't say like they don't trust you, but they kind of are blocking you in a certain way, or they have some kind of reservations regarding you. And those times maybe it doesn't work, or maybe they are in some type of contract that they want to experience those negativities and those unpleasant stuff to a very high degree, and thus their higher self, or maybe them subconsciously, are not accepting those transformation energies, because then they will not be able to experience those unpleasant stuff to the fullest. So yeah, like always remember that everyone is here to experience what they came here to experience. It may not necessarily be in alignment what we believe to be the best case scenario or how things should be, but we have to accept and respect other people's experiences, belief systems, and how they go about life, because like everyone is navigating their own life situation the best way they know how, and we have to respect that. But if help is requested, however subtle it may be, many times it's very subtle and very subconscious in certain ways, especially with us energy sensitive people or empaths. It can be very subtle. It can also manifest in a way that, I know, like all of a sudden some random guy or someone you don't really know or has never like opened up to you ever, all of a sudden they're just like sharing their life stories or the difficulties that they're going through with you. All of a sudden they're just, everything just comes out. And maybe this is like subconsciously they feel that, okay, like I'm ready to like heal or let go of something. And they know subconsciously that they have found the right person to do this transformation with. And this is when they do this connection with you. Like in those cases, I highly recommend like centering yourself in your heart and burning the eternal fire within your heart center. We will also do this during this meditation, or like send them the violet flame, radiate that towards them, assist them in their transformation, like be a catalyst in their change. And like many times you don't necessarily have to do God knows what. Sometimes it's just enough to like just be a good listener or just be there for them, because like they are in the presence of your energy field and they're receiving everything that they need in order to step to the next phase of their evolution, basically. So just by being in your presence, or like people being in your presence, or like you being around people, your family, neighbors, your community, your office job, or wherever you are working, like you are affecting those people's lives, because you are in each other's fields. And yeah, like we are affecting each other in a very profound way. Even I think most of that is like unconscious, like we are not aware like in which ways we are affecting each other, but we are. So depending on like how you feel, what you do, what you say, like has a profound impact on your surroundings. So be aware of that. So thank you everyone for joining this live event. I see like people are joining us. Awesome. I see Manik, Mama T is here. Hello. Hello, Jay. Blessings to you all. Awesome. Hello. And Kendrick is here. Manstein 1973 is here. Hello. You are from Holland. Yes, I also forgot. I'm sending everyone much love from Transylvania. So if you want to, please write in like from which part of the world you are joining us right now and doing the meditation. And also Therese B, good evening. Thank you. Yes, here it is 9 p.m. So most of you are joining from the West Coast, usually, or America. And it's the middle of the day or early morning for you. So that's awesome. You're just starting your Thursday. I think it's Thursday, yeah. My linear time is, my sense of linear time is like off the chart. So I'm having difficulty keeping up with it. And let's see who else is here. And we also have Esther. Hello. Hello, Zoltan. Hello, beautiful souls. Eva from Sweden. Teresa B, yes. And we also have Sirius, who has an awesome golden swan avatar. It looks very pretty. Hannibal is here. Martha. Hello, Martha. Thank you for joining. Yes, you're Martha from Texas. Awesome. Thank you for joining. And we also have Jenny, hello there, and Kendrick. Okay. Okay, and Manik, Mama T. I'm in North Carolina. It's 3 in the afternoon here. Okay. And Esther is from Hungary, but I am originally from Transylvania too. So that's awesome. What connections and synchronicities. Awesome. Thank you for joining. We will be waiting for more people, so that means probably we will go on with some questions for the upcoming 10 minutes or so, maybe 15, depending on like what comes through. And after that, we will start the meditation. And if you're watching the replay, probably some people who have been joining us more frequently are tired of me saying this, but yeah, like if you're joining the replay, you can totally like tune into the group meditation, regardless of that it actually already happened from your point of view in time. But the energy of the group is still there, and just simply feel and visualize that you are with us in the present. We are together and we are doing this whole transformational thing together, holding energy for each other. And this way it is much more potent than just doing it by yourself. And especially if you're just, maybe this is the first time that you do anything like this, it's really helpful to do it with someone or maybe a group, because it is we are together, we're far more effective in holding a specific frequency. Because since our attention can fluctuate and like we can be easily distracted, also the flow of energy can fluctuate. So focus is super important in these cases. So being in a group is really good because your attention can fluctuate and you can be distracted here and there. It's perfectly fine because everyone else is like holding the frequency and you're just like tapped into that. And we're doing it together. We're holding the vibrations together. Okay. So Mia is from Germany, native Dutch speaking. Hello. We have also Donna. She's from Colorado. And Kendra. Thank you for joining. And yes, I have posted in the community section that anyone who has questions regarding the topic of transmuting negative energies or whatever types of energies you want to work with into positive ones, like please write in your questions or thoughts or something that you want to share. And it's also valid for the chat box. So if you're joining us live, you can write in something like your experiences, or maybe you have thoughts on the topic or want to ask something, then please write it into the chat box. But up until then, I will be answering the questions and thoughts that we have received in the community section in the past 2 or 3 days, I believe. So let's see. The first one, can you please explain how to remove a veil or the veil and what happens after that? Okay, so I guess you're referring to the veil that is like separating our physical realm from the more etheric realms or the higher vibrational realms. And also like a veil can be like a concept that is like someone has a veil over them, that they're like not aware of something, or they're like asleep. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, but I will be addressing both of them. So the first one, the veil between realms or different types of planes of existence, like it is real, like it is what it's separating us from the etheric realm, for example. And you don't necessarily have to like imagine it as a barrier, but it's a so basically our physical realm vibrates in a specific frequency, and the higher realms vibrate in a higher octave. And in order to access them, you have to match their frequency. So basically that is the barrier that is between realms, that you have to modulate your own frequency to raise it to match that specific realm that you want to visit or experience, basically. This is how they're kept separate to a certain extent. Even though they blend into each other, still they are not, at least from our point of view, they are not blended together, but they coexist in the same space and time. For example, the so-called spirit realm or etheric realm, like it is interlaced with our physical realm. It is present here and now, occupying the same space and time. But the only difference is that we are not able to perceive it, because we, through our physical senses, we're perceiving a very limited way of life, basically. So, but yes, the thing that we're experiencing right now is that we're moving collectively, and also Mother Earth is changing her vibration. So the so-called veil that is like separating the realms from each other are blending and coming closer to each other. So as many people are referring it to it, that the veil is lifting or it is becoming thinner. Yeah, like the difference and barrier between realms, from our point of view, it is becoming thinner, because we are collectively raising our vibration and coming closer to the so-called etheric realm to a certain extent. And this is why we are perceiving new things or weird stuff happen, because we are starting to come closer to the etheric realm. And yeah, like the two start to blend together much more easily than before. And people, especially people who are sensitive and are able to perceive things, they see a lot more weird stuff, because yeah, we're just sensitive to it. Yeah, like if anyone has perceived weird stuff, then please write it in. Like in our case, or at least in my case, and what I've heard from other people, like flashes of light, orbs, or like seeing things from the periphery of your vision. Like it's almost like it's just there. You can see that something's in there, but when you like look at it, it disappears. Like it moves out of your vision quickly. Like that's what many people see. I also have seen so many weird instances of lights being in odd places, or like lights moving through the house, which is very strange. Especially since physically there was like no way for that specific thing to be there. And yeah, like in my case, that's kind of what I'm experiencing. And yeah, like it's not something that those specific lights or orbs are not something that, I don't know, like you have something on your eye or creates that strange vision. Like it's not on your eye, like it's placed in physical space, like it's maybe behind something. Maybe it's behind my back, or it's behind the aquarium or something. So it's not on your vision. It's not a glitch in your eyes, basically. Okay. And the other veil of we can call that veil too. Like when someone is so-called asleep, or their more sensitive faculties are not awakened yet, like we can call them that they're veiled, like they're not perceiving all these other things that are happening simultaneously. And when you remove that, or usually it falls away gradually as you evolve, so it's not shocking. But if you were to like forcefully like remove it, then it will be a sensory overload and a shock for that person, because they're not ready to process that many information coming into their mind. Or all of a sudden they're starting to experience things that they were not ready to see or experience. And usually this can happen, in my opinion, like when you like go into, I don't know, like you just awakened and you discover, hey, I have all these energy centers in my body and this thing called the third eye, and I can see stuff with it, and I'm totally not prepared for it, but I'm going to go to someone and he's like going to like turn it on for me or something. And all of a sudden your mind is like flooded with a lot of stuff that you don't have any reference to, or can't even process, or maybe it can even scare you, because like you're starting to see many things that you were not ready to see, or like things are flooding into your mind that you were not ready to process. And that is not good, because like you haven't learned yet how to maneuver with your own energy, and like what to do with other types of energies that maybe doesn't necessarily come from you, basically. And also you haven't developed a way to like put out proper boundaries on what you can receive and what you can receive and what you cannot receive into your being. Because like that's probably the most difficult and most important thing that we can learn as an empath and energy sensitive, or just in general as a human being, to have like proper boundaries in life so we can have a better experience. So let's see, I see things have happened in the chat. So let me adjust my camera. Okay, so let's see how this works. So Hannibal has set in at the background aquarium. If it is polite to ask, I wonder every time. Distraction of focus. Okay, I'm not sure what you were referring to. And Kendrick, I was looking at the video of a beautiful cologne, and then you came in. Okay, so I'm just seeing some interesting stuff in the chat. Okay, so Esther, I can see orbs with my bare eyes, and even other interesting forms in the air, spirals and kind of kaleidoscope. Yes, and also I see CMH has the same, orbs of light, small shooting stars around me, the auric field around me, and also sometimes little flame in midair. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, like also some people are able to record those orbs, or see catch them in maybe, I don't know, like video or pictures, because yeah, like some recording equipment can record a much more broader spectrum of visible light than our eyes can. And that's when like weird stuff are like recorded on I don't know, like security footage, like weird shapes moving in the hallway or stuff like that. Because like we usually don't see that with our naked eyes, but maybe certain types of equipment can pick that up when like a specific energy is like moving closer to our realm, basically. They don't fully enter and become physical, but they can like come closer and vibrationally to us, so they can be sort of perceived by certain individuals or equipment in this case. Okay, so let's see the other question. Lots of service to self-healers, false light luring vulnerable light workers, or targeting newbies. So where do people go and how can they help people to be safe? I got hit and pushed back, but it was really tough. Help people identify and stay safe. What to do if you're in trouble, if you're running into trouble. So yeah, we haven't really addressed that profoundly, this like false light perspective. But basically, there are like veils upon veils, like when you're waking up, Like when you wake up from, I don't know, like from this general sleep of thinking that you're only physical and all there is to life is what you see around yourself and like what society feeds into your mind that, hey, like this is what life is all about. Like that's one layer of like waking up. And after that, you like discover like, hey, like there's all these interesting stuff like spirituality and energy work and all those things. But then there's another veil or like another layer of the matrix of this, which some people call the false light. Like, I don't know, like I think that's a pretty good name for it. Because on the surface, it looks really good and it's very tempting. And on the surface, it is really good because it, to a certain extent, is much better than the limited materialistic way of being. But also, after a time, you realize that, hey, like, I have, like, I don't know, like, discarded a box, and then I put myself in another box, which is also limiting, but just in a different level. Because, like, this false light thingy, like, that's not there to, like, assist you fully in your growth. Like, it gives you something, like the illusion of maybe like grandeur, or you're able to like progress to a certain extent, but it's much more like ego based. Like it's there to like feed your ego to a certain extent, or to like lure you into pathways that are, I don't know, like limiting on a certain level. But the thing is that on the first veil, or when you like wake up from the materialistic point of view, like that's very evident. But the second veil, like this false light, is like a very subtle, and you really have to do a lot of work on yourself to like recognize these patterns. It's very similar to when I know, like you can like look at history, for example, like when you have like a dictatorship or something, maybe like in before the Second World War, like you have a very oppressive, I don't know, like government or something. And they're like oppressing people, and that's very evident, okay? And people can react to that because like that's in your face and it's very clear to everyone. But then things get much smarter. So when people have woken up to that way of, I don't know, like oppression, for example, then there is another layer of much more refined so-called oppression, when like people are fed this like false belief of being free and they can do whatever they want, and this false happiness thingy, this empty happiness, I don't know, like illusion is sold to people. But at the same time, it's like the same oppressive energy in the background doing the same exact thing, but doing it in a much more subtle and like refined way, so that like people don't recognize it, or like they don't even, or people who have maybe recognize that there's something wrong, they just can't really put their fingers on like what is wrong, or like what should I do, or like who is doing this, or like what is the problem exactly. And that's kind of the false light as well. Like you have to do a lot of work on yourself to like recognize that limit, that second veil, which is basically the false light. Okay, I'm not sure how well I explained that, but we can do, maybe if anyone has more specific questions regarding that, please hit it in a chat box. And also maybe we could do like another live event regarding that, because it's like a super, super complex topic. Okay, but basically if you are in that, just as the question has said, yeah, like it was a really good one. Like, how can people identify it and like be safe? Like, usually you will feel it. Like maybe in the beginning, even if you like, many people have like written in that maybe they were like in a cult or something, which was like very draining, or they were like following a teacher that was like a narcissist or something that was like creating contracts with them that was not for their benefit. Then yeah, like after time, or maybe very early on, depending on like how present you are and how well you know your own energies and of others, you will recognize that, hey, like something is not okay here. And it is very important to like be honest with yourself and like not trying to convince yourself that it is okay, it's going to be fine, it's really good. because like our first gut intention, or like the first impulse that you like receive regarding anything basically, is very important, because like that's like your higher self, guides, or however you want to call it, is like sending you an impulse that, hey, like be careful here, or like look at this, because it's not what it seems. And it sometimes it is very subtle, because like they are not there to like force you to do anything. They're just like suggesting that, hey, like you should pay attention to this, or like be more careful with something. And usually when we want that specific thing, or like we want to be part of something else, then usually we'll like our logical mind is just kicks in, and we're like, oh no, it's cool, it's going to be all right, it's really good, it's not what it seems. And we completely like discard that higher guidance basically. And if you're already in it and recognize that, hey, like I know, like maybe I did some contracts with people, or became part of something that is like not beneficial for me, like you can do these transmutations, of course, like physically, like remove yourself from those people, basically, like cut ties, cords, and all that stuff, if you can do that. And also check out, there are like spiritual contract removals. There are many ways to do this. I'm not sure. I think the guy's called Andrew Barthitz or something. He's called the Galactic Historian. And he has on his site some awesome contract removals. You can just, like do a search for spiritual contract removal, basically. It is awesome. They're very detailed. I have also done recordings like that 3 years ago, I believe. Like go to my channel and search for spiritual contract removal. You have one for the media system and for the banking system that I've done 3 years ago. And on those, I basically read them out loud and like hold that energy and intent of like removing those cords and attachments. And they can be really, really powerful, especially if you like put your energy into it. And basically that way you can like sever those unpleasant and unwanted cords. Because even if you are part of something, maybe you were born into something, a condition, or just became part of a group or a bloodline or something, like you can sever ties and rearrange contracts or discard old ones. You always have the power and opportunity to choose something else. Okay, so let's say something serious. I genuinely feel very prevalent and humbled by all the divine beings who visit me. It's exhilarating. Yes, that's awesome. Yes, like when you awaken and you start to perceive more things that are around you, then basically you will, like for some people it can be scary because a lot of types of energies can come in, but most of the times they're just a lot of, it's almost like, like random people on the street. Like they're not good, not bad. They're just like, like a random girl or guy just coming by and like checking you out and seeing like what you're all about. But yeah, like that's where like psychic protection comes in, and also clearing your home, protecting your home, and also your energy field, by which you're basically stating that, hey, like there are certain types of energies that I want to let into my home and want to experience, and there are other types of energies that I don't want to experience and don't want to let in my safe space, for example. Like I always put up layers upon layers of barriers of like, hey, like I only want to interact with the highest and purest form of energies or beings who are here to assist me in like all life, in our growth and evolution. But of course, this also means, at least in my case, that some stray beings may also come in, like who needs to be like released or healed. So that's like another tricky case, but I think like most cases that's like not applicable. But yeah, like paying attention to your own energy setting healthy boundaries, do research psychic protection. Like, I bet there are like a ton of videos and meditations on how to do it. We also did and focused on it, but I'm not sure when. I think it was like 2 weeks ago or so. If anyone is interested, then please check it out. Okay, and Sirius, I do like decrease and cleanse my space daily. Yes. Yeah, like declarations are amazing. Yeah, they can be very powerful. But it also depends, just as I said previously, of like how much of your energy you put into it. Like if you like state those things as your ultimate and deepest truth, you state it with all your being, then yeah, like it can be super powerful and transformational. But if it's just something that you're reading off a paper, then I know, like, you could also read poetry. It won't really do much for you, basically. So it all depends on like how strong is your intention. Like, have a clear intent. And in this case, you have an awesome help with the already pre-written, maybe like contract removal. Like, that's the intent. Then you have to find an emotion, a drive that like is fueling your intent. Like, feel like you want to break free from that and like be a sovereign being. And like read it out loud with that clear and strong intent. And the third component is like focus, like hold that energy. After you have found your mojo and your clear intent, you have to hold that energy for as much as you can, basically. But also you can do a lot in a very short time as well. So you don't have to hold it for half an hour. So the stronger the intent, the more effective it is. Okay, so I hope that helped. So if anyone will have any questions regarding this, then please write it in. And we will go into the meditation now, because it is time. Yeah, it's half here. Okay. So let us begin. So please take a comfortable seated position. The main focus for the meditation will be transmutation of negative energies into desirable energies or positive energies, however you want to phrase it. And also, like in the Kabbalion or Hermetic teachings, like I'm going to just paraphrase it, I don't remember the exact quote, but transmutation, not presumptuous denial, is the weapon of the master. Or like, take something that is undesirable and transform it into something that is worthy. And we are going to use, not sure yet, I guess the eternal fire to do this transformation. Or you can use the violet flame, but I think in our case we will do the eternal fire transformation. It is the eternal fire that is burning inside your heart center. It is the eternal spark of life that is like giving you life in this form. It is what is animating you. It is giving life force energy to your body. It is deeply connected with Mother Earth's heart center, with her fiery core, basically. And also connected to the central sun, which is also a larger and greater expression of the same thing, basically. And basically the eternal fire that is like burning in your heart, like that is the part of you that, the purest you, basically. Like it is the form of you that is like moving on from this life to the next. Like that can never be extinguished or changed. Like our bodies can be discarded and will be after time, but your true essence like moves on from life onto life, experiencing whatever you want to experience, basically, without any boundaries. Okay, so take a comfortable seated position. Let me get a sip of water. Okay, and I'm not sure yet. We will first focus on transforming these dense energies within ourselves, and after that we may extend it to others, because it works that way as well. Oh, okay, it works that way as well. And after you have learned and, like, quote unquote mastered how it works within yourself, like how you can maneuver with your own energies and to transform the dense stuff within yourself, then you can do the same thing for other people as well. Like maybe if you're in like a tough situation or someone is struggling with something, then you can just bring up that energy within yourself because you have already gotten used to it. You already know how it works, and you just like extend it to them and like surround them with it and let it flow through them. And most of the time they will accept it, and you would just by simply doing this and like maybe saying nothing, just being in their presence, you can like observe them changing, like maybe their behavior or their like expression, or how they're vibrating is like changing gradually as you're exposing them to this transformational energy. Okay, so let us begin. Take a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes. I'm also going to take a much more comfortable position. Okay. Let's see how it works. So, close your eyes. And first we'll start with a bit of relaxation. We'll be breathing in through the mouth, through the nose, and breathing out through the mouth. And just by the simple act of breathing in and out, we will be able to transform how our body behaves, like how you feel, clears the mind, clears the body, relaxes everything. So take a deep breath in through the nose and let it out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and let it out through the mouth. Take deep breaths in through the nose. Relax and expand your belly. And let it out. Let out all the air. Release all the tension. Release all the busyness from your mind, from your body. And just simply go into a pleasant, deep state of relaxation. With each breath in and out, you're going into a deep state of relaxation, letting behind all the worries of the day, all the things that you need to do, places you want to be or need to go. You can let them behind temporarily and just simply enjoy how this feels. The simple act of breathing in and letting out all the tension. Breathe in peace and clarity and let out all the tension. And as you're breathing in and out, feel how your body is starting to become slower. You're slowing down a bit. Becoming more relaxed. Also, your pulse is slowing down a bit because your body is becoming more relaxed. Take a deep breath in through your nose. and let it out through the mouth. And now feel your foot, your toes becoming more relaxed. Let go of the tension in your legs. The only tension there is that just simply you're holding yourself in a seated position. You're also relaxing your belly, your chest. And again, the only so-called tension there is that you are holding yourself in a seated position. All your fingers, your hand is becoming more relaxed. You can hold them on your lap or in whichever posture you desire. Your arms are becoming more relaxed. All the tension is flowing out of them. Your neck is becoming more relaxed. Your forehead, your brows, you're letting go of all the tension and pressure there. Also your cheeks, mouth, all your face muscles, just simply let them go, let them be. If you were pressing your jaws and teeth together, just simply let it be. Let your jaw, face muscles relax. Let go of all the tension there. Simply use your breath to exhale all the tension. Breathe in and let it out. And as you're breathing in and out, your body is becoming perfectly relaxed. Going into a deep state of pleasant relaxation. And if any tension may arise, that's perfectly all right. It is your body letting you know that there are still some things that you need to work on here and there. You can use your breath to alleviate the tension and to release it. And in further parts of the meditation, we will be also releasing even more. And now we ask the ego mind to step aside for the duration of this activity, to be merely the observer of what is happening. We greatly value the perspective of the ego mind, for it is a vital part of our being and being here on planet Earth. But right now we ask it to step aside and to merely be the observer. For what is about to happen is of great benefit to all. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And now take all the busy thoughts, all the things that you want to do later on. Take them and put them in a box or whatever type of container. and put them aside, out of reach, out of sight. Let them be. We don't need them right now. They will be there later, but we don't need them right now. Because we're going into a deep state of relaxation, clarity, purpose, and transformation. And now visualize a beautiful spark of fire burning in your heart center. With all your attention and focus, go to your heart center and see this beautiful spark of fire, akin to a divine candle flame that can never be extinguished. It can never fade away or be lost. It is always inside of you. It is part of who you are. It is who you are. See how it is glowing in the dark. It is made out of white, iridescent light, encompassing all spectrums of the rainbow. And it is burning inside your heart. And now with your attention, and with your breath, make it grow. It is gently expanding. Illuminating more and more of your being. It is coming forth from the depths of your soul. It is a fractal of the central sun, part of your highest self. It is the eternal gateway that is linking you to the higher realms. And now we ask the eternal fire to come forth from the flower of life, to come forth from the depths of our being, and flow through all our body, illuminating all our being. And it is emanating from your heart center, coming forth from the very depths of your being, flowing through all your body, flowing through all your legs, through your torso, through your back, flowing out into your arms and hands, fingers. Flowing up through your spine, up into your head. swirling inside your head, purifying it. The eternal fire is coming from your heart center, flowing through all your veins and nervous system, flowing through all your bones and joints, flowing through all your muscles, through all your organs. It is flowing through all your energy pathways, flowing through all your energy centers, and it is expanding into your field beyond the boundaries of your physical body, emanating from your heart center, almost like the sun emanating its rays in all directions. Feel its warmth. Feel how it is flowing through all your being. You are becoming almost as the sun. Each cell of your being is burning in the eternal fire, crystallizing, harmonizing, balancing. And now we ask the eternal fire to transmute all density, fear, doubt, all limiting belief systems, all stuck energies inside our being. Transmute them into the light of life. Transmute them into strength, health, endurance, wisdom, love. So we may become a more fuller expression of our higher self in physical form. We ask the eternal fire to transmute all density, fear and doubt, all limiting belief systems within our being. Transmute them into the light of life, clearing everything that is of lower vibration, clearing all density and all the things that no longer serve our raise our vibration, heal our entire being, bring us into perfect alignment and balance, so we may bring light, joy, and harmony into this world through our being. See yourself as your entire being is burning in the eternal fire. Become one with it. be the eternal fire itself. This is the sun state, embodying the highest version of you in physical form. And by simply being, you're transforming all density. You're illuminating all things, anchoring the divine codes in your being and sharing it with all others, spreading it across the world. State once more, I am a being of the eternal fire, burning through eternity, and I'm fully ready to embody my full potential, my highest self. To step into my role, to step into my power as a great transmuter of darkness, of density, of limitations, of misalignment, of disease. Now I have the power to transform them. It has always been inside of me. But now I am fully ready to express it and to share it with others. So I may be light in this world, a guiding light, a beacon of hope, support and balance. And by embodying this higher vibrational me, I am assisting in the activation of others, in their growth, in their healing, in their transformation. For I am a catalyst for change. I am a catalyst for healing and transformation. And I am fully capable of assisting others in their need, by whatever means. Maybe just by simply being there, by simply being my true authentic self in all situations. Visualize and feel yourself becoming fully one with the eternal fire. You can see that all your cells, all fibers of your being are burning in the eternal fire. It is becoming one with it. And you are becoming just like the sun. Emanating your divine rays in all directions to all your connections. And in this glorious state, let your attention and imagination guide you to different parts of your body or field, wherever dense pockets of energies may reside. You may see them as a dark mist, or maybe smoke, or dark tar-like substance. It may have tendrils. It may be embedded, maybe. Whatever it may be. Some can be deep, ingrained, others very superficial. Just let your body guide you to different parts of your being. And as you are this beautiful eternal fire, with all your attention, guide the eternal fire to those difficult spots. And we ask the eternal fire to transmute all this density, all dense pockets of energy, bring back everything into perfect alignment, and transform everything into the light of life, further assisting us in our growth. See and feel how the eternal fire is swirling and moving in those parts. Dissolving those dense pockets of energy. In some cases, maybe those energies want to leave. That is perfectly okay. And in some cases, it is being transformed into the light of life. We ask the eternal fire to transmute all density, all dense pockets of energy, transform them into the light of life. Heal our entire being. Balance our entire being. Feel how your vibration is rising. For all the density and all the heaviness is being transformed. Making you lighter. Making you stronger. Making you wiser, clearer. And state this with all your being. I am accepting and receiving all planetary and cosmic healing within myself. For all of my being. And all of my lineage. And when you're stating these things, visualize and feel them as you're saying. I am accepting and receiving all planetary and cosmic healing unto myself. For all parts of my being. For all of my lineage. I am choosing the highest expression for this life experience. And I am choosing the highest possible outcome for this life experience. And when you're stating it, visualize and feel, how does it look like? What does it feel like? I am choosing the highest expression for this life experience. And I am choosing the highest possible outcome for this life experience. It is done. And now as you're breathing in and out, stay in this energy of the highest expression of you and the highest possible outcome for this life experience. And know that it is done. have anchored the highest possible timeline for yourself. And whenever you feel that you fluctuate or move out of this sacred timeline in your life, you can always recalibrate. You have the power and you have all the knowledge to recalibrate yourself and to put yourself on a desired timeline, a timeline of your choosing. And as you are the sacred being of fire, focus once more on being the eternal fire. And radiating your sacred being in all directions just as the sun. Now you may travel or maybe invite specific people or groups of people, your loved ones, your family, friends, co-workers, maybe your local community, maybe your nation, or the entire collective of the human race, those of your choosing. Be with them, visualize them, be in their presence. But at the same time, you're still this beautiful being of fire, radiating the white fire. You are just as the sun, illuminating, bringing light to the world. You walk among them. You touch them. You feel their pain or discomfort, but it no longer affects you in a negative way. You simply acknowledge it whenever you come in contact with it. And now you have the power to extend the divine flame to them, to radiate it and shine it from your heart center to them. To extend the grace of God, the love of eternity to them. Let the eternal fire flow through them and around them, emanating from your heart center. It is making everything lighter. The heaviness starts to subside. From time to time, you may feel other people's heaviness, but you have the power to transform it. The divine fire is flowing from your heart center, flowing through everything around you, through all the people, life circumstances, or whatever you are envisioning. It is everywhere, flowing gracefully. Illuminating everyone's life. And now as you're there, you start to recognize the same divine fire in their hearts. For they have the same spark of fire within them, dormant, in some cases active. But now you're activating each other. And when you're kickstarting your heart energy, when you're strengthening it, many unpleasant things may come to the surface, things that were holding you back. Traumas, hurts, limiting belief systems regarding yourself and others. Unpleasant things that you may have been avoiding. They can all come up when you work with the heart energy. But it's simply there that the heart is showing you unconditionally that these are the things that are holding you back. These are the things that are putting a lock on your potential. But now you have the energy and the tool and the know-how, how to transform them. And now that you're all with your loved ones, with your community, or with the people that are important to you right now, you're assisting them in this process, making it easier for them. For they are subconsciously receiving all the necessary codes and activations for this process to take place smoothly. It doesn't mean that they do not have to work on themselves, or that they don't have to face what they have been avoiding. What it means that it is assisting them in the process, so it can be quicker and easier. And always remember, these things don't have to be difficult. Everything depends on how much you allow yourself to experience these things, how much you allow yourself to bring these avoided things to the surface, and how much you allow yourself to let them go and transform them. You are the only one who is holding them back. And yes, sometimes it is difficult to let them go, but that is all right. You're working with one layer at a time. And gradually and gently, you're peeling away all the excess layers, letting your true self shine with each day, with each meditation, with each transmutation. Step by step, moving forward, not rushing the process, but simply accepting the flow of it, and knowing deep within that it is all right. You are on your path, and you're doing perfectly fine. The more you move forward, the more you will recognize it, that everything is unfolding as it should, perfect alignment. for the highest good and benefit of all life. Now once more focus and be with all these people and beings who you're sharing your light with. Be the eternal fire, be the eternal sun walking among them, sharing your divine light to them, illuminating them, activating their heart center. In some cases, transmuting their density, if this is something that they allow. For in many cases, healing, transformation, and activation has been requested, even if not directly, but they have put out a request to the universe, to the cosmos, that they are ready to deal with something, or that they are ready to move forward. And by sharing these energies, you are assisting them in doing so on a very deep level. And just simply be with them. Sit with them, walk with them. You can even touch them, maybe hug them. Sharing your light. Sharing the love of eternity. You are assisting them in dealing with their troubles, with their difficulties. And see how they're becoming lighter. Their bodies start to shine just as yours, or maybe give off a dim radiance. It depends on the individual, but they are coming closer in vibration to you. For your presence is affecting them on a very deep level. They have risen vibrationally to match your frequency. And know that it is done. You have successfully transmuted density, transformed it into the light of life. You can do this in this meditative state, but after you have gotten used to how it feels and how it works, you can extend it and do it in real time when you're actually interacting with other people. When you're in social situations, you can extend this divine light to them, transforming all situations, realigning everything, shifting other people's perception and energy. For you're also able to transmute other people's energy and state of being, just as you're doing it with yourself. And always remember that you have the power to choose what you want to experience and how you want to experience it. And know that it is done. Now we send much love and appreciation to all beings, all relatives, friends, and let them be. Let them move on their own life path. But now we are reintegrating back into our physical body, into this reality. We are bringing back all parts of our being, reintegrating everything in perfect alignment. Visualize and feel how our fractured energy, parts of you that you may have left here and there, are returning and reintegrating in perfect alignment. You are reintegrating back all parts of yourself in perfect alignment. Bringing everything into balance. Bringing everything into perfect flow, reintegrating everything in your physical body, recalibrating yourself. So you can function at peak performance. You are reintegrating your gifts. You're reintegrating your memory. All parts of you that are ready to come back and be online. So you can embody more of your highest self in physical form. Your entire field and your aura around you is perfectly whole. Nothing can get in. You are perfectly integrated, holding your own energy, radiating the divine light from within to all. As you walk this earth, as you interact with others, you're sharing more of your divine self with each day. Now you're coming back up again through time and space, reintegrating back into your physical body. And you're starting to become very much aware of your physical body. You are aware and are able to move different parts of your body. You are fully aware of your physical body and are perfectly capable of moving all parts of your body because you're coming back and reintegrating to full consciousness and awareness. You can breathe more quickly now because you are coming back, becoming fully present and fully alert. Now you are becoming aware of your physical surroundings, the room you are in, the chair you are sitting on, wherever you may be. And now you're fully aware of your physical body and physical surroundings. And are waking up. Coming back up, becoming fully present and fully alert, coming back, becoming fully present and fully alert in this now day reality, in our case the 28th of March, before Easter. And now you're fully back, fully present and fully alert in the here and now, and I welcome you back. Thank you for doing the meditation. I hope you had a pleasant ride and enjoyed what was happening. And remember that you can always redo it, and after you have gotten used to how it works, you can always you can try to do it while you're awake. I mean, you're fully present, and you're also in social interactions or whatever you do during your day-to-day activity. You can do the same then as well, after you have gotten used to how it works. And you can simply enjoy and see how energies shift around you as you do this. Okay, let's see what happened in the chat. Okay. Oh dear. I was sitting for quite some time, so serious. Sadly, I feel too advanced for this space. I'm working with an older person now, as I am also a rescue medium. I don't turn spirits away, as many need help. Yes, thank you. All good wishes. Thank you. Yeah, many of them can definitely need help. Many so-called lost souls. I mean, I'm not sure that's the best way to call them. To them, we are the ticket out of here. because like they've been stuck. Oh my goodness, they've been stuck here for a very good reason, because they couldn't move on to the next phase. So they need a little push or assistance from someone who is holding that higher light. And like also in this state, which we've been experiencing right now, you can also assist them. Although depending on the case, I would highly recommend asking for the assistance of Archangel Michael, just in case, just to be sure. Yeah, you can never know. And yeah, like many beings who maybe have been stuck on those difficult paths, or have been over and over re-experiencing density, or just being in a very dark place for a long time, like some cases maybe millions of years, like they have become distorted or disformed, and they may not have a very pleasant aura or presence to them. And maybe when they come to you for release, it doesn't necessarily mean that they want to cause unpleasantry, or maybe give you the sense that they're attacking you or something, because like that's simply who they are, like that's how they function. And it is very good to like have Archangel Michael with you, because like he's able to hold your own energies and like making sure that everything flows nicely, and you're not overwhelmed by what you're experiencing, because that can happen too. So be aware of that. And let's see, Angeline, thank you a lot. That was amazing. I gotta go. Okay, we'll come back to it. Love you all. Thank you for doing, and for the nice comment. And we have Karamanina. Yay, hello. We've been communicating and seeing each other for quite some time. Thank you for doing the meditation. We also have Hannah and Esther, yes. Thank you very much. And Teresa B, thank you. Well, this is awesome. Thank you for so many people joining us. And yeah, like we are ending the session. It's quite late here, and I had a long day. And I still haven't fully come back from the meditation. Okay, so anyone who is still watching, thank you for doing meditation and watching the replay till this part. Happy Easter holidays to everyone. If you're celebrating or not, just have a pleasant week.